everyone, welcome to another walk. We're starting this one today in a little hamlet of Haw Head, which there's not really much to say about it itself apart from it's got this lovely little square and a hotel behind me that you can get refreshments in. But the area around about it, the Blaine Valley itself, has a rich history, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that as we're walking. Interestingly, this is where the story of Tom Muir started. He left the grounds of Glasgow to follow his passion for nature, and this was one of his favourite walks.
Himalayan climber.
And he was also a Himalayan climber. I could tell you a wee bit more about that.
I don't really know what the unicorn's getting at here because all we need to know is that he's a Himalayan climber. And he's in the Himalayas and he stood at Everest.
Did he go up to Everest?
Mm-hmm.
What happened to him?
Take a guess.
I take it he died, never made it back down.
One of many.
So that's where he is all these years and I didn't know.
I said in the introduction that it was a hotel, but it's actually a little place called the Glen Cafe Bistro. So, there you go.
This style must be the wee cousin of that bigger style that we found at the Salachy Trail. Although, clearly it served the same purpose, which is to step over. Not that there's not much I need for that, because the fence is collapsed long ago, but oh well.
Yak decided to be totally different.
There was a Millennium Project for improvements to this area that was funded by various local organisations. The Yak has some further information.
You're free to access the south and east ends of the Kirk, but they discourage access in the north and the west to provide refuge to woodland wildlife from disturbances caused by human beings. Get over to these falls, if you could even call them falls. Get over to that dribble of water.
There are bigger falls further up, but it's pretty much a lot easier to go up to the car park and walk down from there.
Yak and the bear were looking at the waterfall.
Well, they went the wrong way. I'm taking a left to sit in the tree. And the wee path continues right on in front of us. Well, I suppose there is the old saying, if you can't beat them, join them. Oh. Fire pit as Unicorn says. Is it a yak or is it a budgie? Or an eagle?
Well, now comes the part where we advance towards what we like to call car park in the sky. Up this trail, up this very steep hill. It's a slog.
Look at this lovely vista behind me. Now, during the volcanic age, it was well known for one of the stones that are very precious. It was jasper. And they used to mine these from a big thick vein that ran all the way through the Campsies. Amazing, isn't it?
Yes. Take a left. Takes you along the front of the Campsies, a one-way drive. Then you can take a left a wee bit further along the road. Takes you up the Campsies to another car park. Well, through the car park. We couldn't get to the car park earlier on. It's too busy to pop in. The thing is, I don't have a clue where I'm going, although I've been here before, many years ago. But I'm down here, I'm going to turn up. I remember now. Yeah. Yep. Then we come up here, and he cross Hill Street. Jack and I come up here when Unicorn couldn't make it. scheme, obviously. But after you come out of this housing scheme, it just goes into the absolutely gorgeous countryside.
It's certainly not a scheme within the purviews of the council definition of a scheme, that's for sure.
That's for sure. There's a various wee housing estates. We just keep to the right here. Look at the hill.
This is the part where you have to start swaddling before you reel punch.
I think it's the same as last time. Yep, we just decided to go in a direction and hoped that we got it right.
And we did.
Yeah. I'm kind of feeling that right now, but we're definitely on the right track. Big Fit Studio. Lovely views back down into Lennoxtown. If I remember right, this is coming up here. Obviously, if you're behind the wheel, you won't be able to look down to your left. And the Campsie's up to the right. But once we get to the car park up here, I think the Unicorn's got a few more things to tell you about this place.
I have indeed.
Getting quite high now. So never thought that was a certain lager motor on its way to stop. Must be the warmth that's making me think of a nice cold bubbly one. I don't know, look at the hills right in front of you. It's just marvellous up here. You're only in the Glasgow area or even Loch Lomond area, you're not far away from this place. You can actually go around in a big circle back to either Glasgow or back to Balloch or back to whatever it is in Loch Lomond area.
Wherever you hail from.
Exactly.
What was it that you and the Yak called us when you came to visit me?
Oh, Yak mentioned it earlier on in the video, the car park in the sky, because it was so high up.
So actually, it's not even a name we made up, it's a local thing.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of calls it that because it's so high in the sky.
Bikers and everything up here.
It's cooking up here, that's what it is.
Alright, it's lovely. There we go. So we've come down from the car park and this is the path to take you down to the other waterfalls. This is unstable ground, liable to landslip, keep off, etc. But it seems to be okay. There's a load of people away in. Whether it's been repaired or not, I don't know. But if it had been repaired, surely they would have taken these signs off. But let's go anyway. The thing is, I get the impression that it's going to be absolutely mobbed down here. Yep. There's a lot of bathers down here. We're not going to get down.
Yep.
But if you look through the trees there, you can see a part of what they're all interested in. It's lovely falls down there. And a lot of people go down there and they go into the pool and they stand underneath the waterfall. just leave it at this distance, eh?
Aye.
We can hear sounds from a good bit further up as well. There are more falls up there. There's a few.
I'll tell you a little bit more about the history of this whole valley, because it's not just this part. There are towns of Eaton, Plainfield, Strathblane itself, Nellerton, Mugduck, and Lennoxtown. And some of them date back as far as the 4th century, and they've been fought over by the Scots, the Picts, the Celts, and latterly the Vikings. Then when you get into the 16th century, from the time of King Malcolm through to King William I, and the whole geological aspects of the valley as well. At one end, at the far end, as you come through Drumgoyne, there's a volcanic cap there. And then also the boulders all over the place you can see that were strewn about. And that was formed during the glacial retreat thousands of years ago. So definitely a very interesting place to be. You can still see the cap teeth behind me. And as Jacques mentioned, if you're climbing up there, when you get to the summit, you'll be able to see gorgeous views over Lennoxtown, all the way over to Glasgow itself. So yeah, come visit.